Welcome to Daddy vs. Doctor. Here are your hosts, pediatrician Dr. Scott Cohen and comedian Sebastian Maniscalco.
What's up, everybody? Sebastian Maniscalco here with Dr. Scott Cohen. This is Daddy vs. Doctor, our podcast, which makes parenting fun. I add a little humor. Dr. Scott gives the information, and we are so happy to be on Amazon Live today. What's going on, Scott?
I mean, one of the most common questions I get from expecting parents and families is, what do we need before the baby comes? What do we need to get ready? So that's what we're doing today. We're going to pull our favorite products to bring your baby home and be set to make life as easy as possible and anxiety-free. And
Dr. Scott Cohen's book, which is
gratuitous plug to start off right off the bat.
This is how we found Dr. Scott. He is our pediatrician. Lana, my wife, refers to this as the Bible. So pick up a copy of this book if you're a new parent, and it will really kind of take you through chapter by chapter of what you need to do when you bring your baby home. And it really helped us out a lot.
I mean, the real reason I wrote this is so when friends call me and ask advice, rather than repeating myself, I could be like, Sebastian, page 37.
Yeah,
so
which I never read. I just kept asking him. But those of you who don't have
everything
Dr.
you
Cohen,
need for the first year of life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, so let's get into some stuff that...
well, we should introduce our model today.
Well, yeah, this ain't a real baby, although it does look like a real baby. Not for sale here. We don't have a link for the baby. The baby's just going to be used as a demo baby on some of the products. So haven't given it a name yet. But
yeah, write in your names. Give us a good name for the baby.
Is anybody on here? Do we have people on here? Great. All right, let's go. Let's get into some products. Bring in. All right.
Well, the first thing you need when you bring a baby home, eventually you're going to need some bottles, right?
Yeah. So the baby bottles really worked for us. Lana did a lot of breastfeeding, probably up to the age of 1, and then we went to bottles.
So these are the Dr. Brown's bottles. Really nice bottle for babies. You know, if you're solely breastfeeding or planning to breastfeed, we usually tell parents try to wait to introduce the bottle for about 2 weeks to firmly establish breastfeeding so there's no nipple confusion. Do babies really have confusion telling a human nipple from a bottle nipple? I don't really find that's the case. It's usually flow, right? This is easy. Breast, they have to work a little harder. And if we do have to introduce the bottle a little sooner, we can do it. So bottles are good to have at home.
Something they don't tell you with these bottles, what I used this little mechanism for is you feed the baby with this little tequila in here for yourself as you're feeding the baby.
Is that what this is for?
No, I just made it up. It's not for tequila, but if you need it for a little drink at 3 o'clock in the morning when your baby wakes you up, go ahead and do it.
Exactly. And then for volume of bottles, I give the 2 to 4 rule. Most babies take about 2 to 4 ounces every 2 to 4 hours for the first 2 to 4 months of their life. It gives you a general idea of how much to give them in the bottle. Nice thing about the bottle, it's there if they want it. When they're done, nothing you can do to make them take more. If they want more, give it to them.
There you have it.
There you go. What do we got next? Another bottle, the Comatoma.
Comatoma. Now, what's the difference between this bottle and the other bottle?
No, it's another nice bottle. The shape is slightly different. Mimics the breast a little more. You see the base, instead of it being a plastic, is more rubbery, smoother. Listen, if milk comes out of it, it's going to work. So a little bit of personal preference, and these are 2 very good bottles.
Okay. Can't go wrong with either one of them.
All right, so for the breastfeeding mother, of course, you're going to be breastfeeding, sometimes just not at your home. You're going to be out and about. You need easy access, so we need the breastfeeding bra.
Breastfeeding.
So show us how that works.
Bra. I'm assuming you put this on, and then your nipples come through here, and here.
Why don't you try it on? Let's try it on and see how it works.
The demo here is what I'm going for. We're not putting on a full.
I think you have it backwards.
Full bra. Okay. Well.
There you go.
It goes this way. Okay.
There it goes. So, and that allows you also to pump and breastfeed. So you could be breastfeeding, you could be pumping. Usually you're going to take it off to breastfeed, but you can pump through the bra. It's for pumping.
Okay. Yeah. Well, don't we have some pumps on the list?
We do. And here's one of my favorite. A lot of moms love the Hakka. Do you know what the Hakka is?
Well, I'm sure I'm going to have to demonstrate this since I'm the comedian and you're the doctor.
So what does that look like?
This looks like something you put on your nipple.
Yeah, that looks it looks like a ladybug, right?
It is a ladybug.
There you go.
Yes.
So the Hakka is nice because you can be breastfeeding on one breast, and the other breast will be leaking milk. You don't want to lose that milk, so you suction the Hakka to the other breast.
There you
go. All right. Wow.
Right here.
That's
weird.
I knew we were going to see Sebastian's nipples. We may go viral.
Yeah, this is
So as you're leaking, you're collecting breast milk in the reservoir. You can store for later.
And a shot.
Right. So this is similar. You can put that on. It can collect, or you could hand express the breast milk as well.
Well, we don't have to say like hand express. Could we dummy this down?
What do you want to dummy it down to?
When you say hand express, what do you actually refer to?
You're squeezing the milk out of the breast.
Okay, not everybody's educated out there. So yeah, Lana was living with this thing on her nipple, and she was producing a lot of milk. When you have breast milk, how long can you save it for in the freezer?
So I have a rule of 5s because I'm a dumb dad at home, so I make everything simple. So 5 hours out, 5 days refrigerator, 5 months freezer, give or take. So it makes it very simple. And then again, when we start pumping around 2 weeks of age, we talk about pumping as much as you want to store milk, right? You pump more during the day when you're awake, hopefully at night getting some sleep. And the best time to pump is actually counterintuitive, but it's right after you breastfeed. So whether the baby takes one or both breasts, you pump out both breasts. That empties your milk supply as much as possible because no baby empties it fully. That tells your brain to increase your milk supply so you fill up more the next time. And it's a good way to increase your milk supply.
All right, there you have it. Now this contraption I've seen a lot during my heyday.
Yep, the Lancino and the Medela breast milk storage bags. So you know what we use these for.
Yeah.
So what's great about these is you can store the breast milk, you can date it, you can put them in the freezer so that they last longer. If you're going to use it in the next couple of days, just put it right in the refrigerator. But a lot of women have a lot of excess breast milk that they can store. I remember my wife was going through I felt like we had to buy another freezer.
Yeah.
Did you ever? Yeah.
Yeah, we had a full-blown freezer of. Are people selling their breast milk? Could you do that? I mean, is it?
I don't recommend it. There are breast milk banks because remember, breast milk's a bodily fluid, so you want it tested, make sure there are no diseases. So usually you do it from a breast milk bank. You shouldn't be just randomly selling it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Were you selling your breast milk?
No, I was just wondering, if people don't produce breast milk, can they acquire breast milk, on the dark web?
On the dark web, I'm sure you can. eBay. So the breast milk storage bags are fabulous for long time storage.
All
right. So we know that women who breastfeed, breastfeeding, it can make your nipples sore. Right. My wife. Our first daughter was latching incorrectly, and the first child, you often don't know if it's right or wrong, and she just assumed, pain is normal, and eventually she looked down, and my daughter had removed her nipple. Honestly, it looked like a cigarette burn on her nipple because she was sucking so hard and incorrectly. I know. What were you going to say about that?
No. Yeah. I'm just saying, if once you have kids, and you see your child, on your wife's breast, the breast takes a whole different meaning, right? That breast solely used to be mine.
Oh, wow.
But now someone else moved
it's
in.
The babies. I think when my wife would say the breast all of a sudden, she wasn't even aware, the doorbell would ring, Amazon would be there, she'd be walking to the door without a top on. And they're like, oh, honey, I forgot you just... Everything is now for the feeding. So when you get some nipple soreness, we got organic nipple butter. So this is great.
Well, thank God somebody came up with nipple butter.
So I think you should try it. Nipple butter.
Well, let's just rub it on the hand. I think one nipple a show for me is plenty. Oh yeah, it does smell like a little butter. Yeah. Could use it on bread.
Yeah. Not preferably. Though if the baby breastfeeds with the nipple butter on, it's not harmful.
Okay. Yeah, it does have a little, I don't know.
Yeah, but it's very soothing.
Mm-hmm.
Dab it a little bit. No, it's very soothing. Oh, we got questions.
Okay. Could you read that far? What are the recommendations to a baby registry list?
Oh, we're going through it.
I think this is it.
Yeah, that's it. No, we got
start
minutes,
with nipple butter.
How many diapers do babies actually go through? Which is a great question. In the beginning, we go through a lot because babies typically will have little wet poops or smears almost every feeding. They could poop 8 to 12 times a day for the first couple weeks. So remember with poop, we talk about the first couple days, babies aren't getting a lot of volume. Even formula-fed babies aren't taking a lot of volume. And in breastfed babies, they're getting colostrum, which is like a high mineral shake. It's everything they need. There's just a lot of volume. So babies' poop is meconium. It's that black tarry, right? Remember that?
Well, I saw that and I thought something was wrong with our child.
Yeah, no, but that's the normal poop initially. Yeah. And then as either the breast milk comes in or they're taking larger volumes, it pushes out the old poop. It turns to a green transitional poop and then a yellow mustard seedy poop, what you think of baby poop. And that's pretty persistent when they're feeding well over the first couple of weeks. And then after 2 weeks, it may remain 5 to 10 times a day, but it also could start going once or twice a day or skip days or even once a week. Peeing is your sign of hydration. Pooping at that point doesn't matter. And the things we look for poop, we say it shouldn't be black like day one because that could be digested blood, red with blood in it, or white because that could be a sign of unusual liver stuff. All your yellows, greens, browns, everything from peanut butter to soft serve ice cream to watery, all normal.
Wow.
But they go through a lot of diapers.
That's descriptive.
Yeah. All right, what do we got here? All right, so we're on the breastfeeding still.
Stay dry nursing pads.
Yeah. So you know how these work, obviously. Because when you're breastfeeding, even when the baby's not feeding, you're leaking milk. So you put those in your bra, so the bra's not going to get wet. Your shirt's not going to get wet.
Yeah, just insert these in your bra and...
you should wear these when we play golf.
Yeah, well, no, I need these. Sebastian, does this make you want another baby? You know what? We've talked about that, and we've talked about having a third child. However, we feel
Don't look at me like that when you say it.
Why?
No.
Is the limit?
I thought you were. We were talking about it.
No, is the limit 2 kids at your at your office?
My girls are 13 and 15.
No, it's not making me want another one. But we had talk about that. We just feel like it's 6-year-old Serafina and 4-year-old Caruso, going to be 4 years old. We feel like we're blessed enough to have a healthy boy, a healthy girl, and I'm tired. So no. We're staying at 2.
You're like 70 years old, too.
I am. I'm totally. Oh, wow, look at this thing.
All right, so something they didn't have when my girls were born. The baby Brezza. You know what this is? This is amazing.
I didn't know what this is until you told me this was your invention and you didn't act on it.
I didn't act. I had years. I said, why don't we make a Keurig for formula? And, things come up and I don't think about it. But this is amazing. It's like a Keurig for formula. Take that box down. So you put the water in, you put the powder, whatever formula you're using. You can pick the number of ounces. You can do different temperatures, room temperature, a little higher than room temperature. You can put your ounces in there, and it mixes it for you.
And the temperature is at the right temperature that the baby could...
Yeah. And you can, obviously you should always test it.
Yeah.
Make sure it's not too hot, but yeah. And it comes out and you can put different size bottles in there. And, you don't have to sit there mixing and worrying about scooping.
Yeah, that's this one I would definitely use if I had a third child. Would come in handy, especially at night when you get woken up in the middle of the night and you can't see a damn thing. It'd be nice to just press a button and
stub your toe.
Going. Yeah,
make the baby formula.
Now these for me,
Sebastian, they're saying your children are beautiful.
Oh, thank you, appreciate that. It's all Lana. It has nothing to do with my side. Guys, this for me was essential. These little not swaddles. These little burp tiles. I was ripping through, 9-10 of these a day, because what happens for you new parents out there, baby has the milk, and then it was given to me because Lana's like, you burp,
yeah,
and then I would get baby here. And just light taps.
Was that your go-to? That was your go-to.
This is why
position?
Okay. I don't know if this is correct. No, this was mine.
Okay.
And this is why I think I have 2 ruptured biceps, because I did 3 years of this, in a row. And what happens is baby just spits up on the thing. You put it in the hamper, and it's done. And I used to love this. I actually like the longer ones better.
Yeah.
These are nice, but I used to have a thing like a smock. I used to throw it over. It's like a bath towel.
Well, I can imagine you in clothing.
Oh,
you
God.
don't want clothing wrinkled. You don't want clothing soiled.
No.
I mean, you were probably,
Yeah.
But let's talk about burping. So you go over the shoulder. I do a different move. So I hold the baby. I put my hand over their chest. I put my fingers under their armpits. I use their weight in my hand, so I'm not squeezing. Their body weight is in my hand. What this allows me to do is move the baby in any direction. The head doesn't flop, and I could burp like this. I also can put on my knee, lean them forward, again, into my hand, the weight. And I love this position because I have full control of the baby. I always had trouble over the shoulder because I feel like you need 3 hands. You got the butt, like holding the head, and then the pat. So this is my go-to move. And when a baby's crying, 100% of the time can make them stop crying by just rocking them like this.
I just felt like you totally crapped on my technique.
No,
and
not at all.
Now what you're
I
doing
just can't do it.
is you're showing off. All right, we know you're educated, and this is a new. This didn't go on with me when I was a baby.
Right.
No one was burping babies with one hand and then showing the baby off to the living room.
You know what we forgot, and we'll put it back on the screen afterwards. But I know it came up, and we missed it. Was the baby pillow for breastfeeding, the Boppy Pillow?
Oh yeah.
Which are amazing. My breast friend is a really great one. My mom saw that, and she's like, "You know what we used when you were a baby? A pillow. A pillow.
Yeah.
And what an ingenious invention to make it comfortable for the mom and for the baby to breastfeed, because it just puts everything in the right spot.
Yeah, great invention.
So I didn't want to brush over that, because that's really a must-have for new moms and dads. Do you know how to diaper?
Yeah.
Let me see it.
Let's see if I remember.
Let's see if you do it.
Okay, let's see. Here we go.
Look at that. Like, I took the onesie off, like it all matters.
We'll just. So basically, put the diaper underneath the baby.
Yep.
And by the way, the smell of the diaper. The smell of the diaper. Man, do I miss that.
I love the Pampers diapers. They're just soft and buttery.
Buttery.
I don't know. Some diapers are very heavy and thick.
Yeah.
I just like the Pampers for my girls. That was my go-to. These are Pampers.
Yeah.
You're good at that.
Bro,
You're really good at that.
There's a misconception out there that putting on a diaper is difficult. It's not really difficult.
I mean, you should untuck the shirt, but other than that,
I was just doing this because
you did it like
we got 20 minutes, Scott. Jesus, we got to go through 40 items. This guy's looking at me to take the shirt out. You know what's difficult though, and I want to ask you this. I never did. When you're changing a diaper, poopy diaper, right?
Yeah.
You got the poop here. Do you do a wipe with the diaper and then just basically roll it like that?
I do the full smear of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like cream cheese, right? And then the smear, and then I use the baby wipes. Lots of different types of baby wipes. This is one brand I really like, Water Wipes. Just clean and simple, and gets all the poop off.
Got a question for you. With these baby wipes,
Yeah.
do you put them down the toilet, or do you put them in the garbage next to the toilet? There's some misconception out there that this clogs your drains.
But those aren't as biodegradable as like the flushable wipes that adults use. I wouldn't put those in the toilet.
Okay.
I think those got to go in the trash. And a lot of people have those diaper bins.
Yeah.
So it doesn't smell.
Okay.
But here's a question for you. Was it easier changing Caruso, a boy, or Serafina, a girl?
It was easier changing a girl.
Okay.
Obviously, the boy has genitalia and a penis that gets involved.
You just busted out genitalia. That was
Well,
impressive.
it's Northern Illinois University, 4.5-year degree, corporate communications. So yeah, I think it's easier to change a girl than a boy.
Yeah.
Plus, the boy it seems to be aggressive, a lot of kicking of the legs. So why? What, do you have a take on that?
Well, I only had girls, but I've changed lots of people. No, I think girls are really easy.
Yeah.
Boys got parts. What's interesting about the change of the diaper, I always thought I was very good at it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I knew I wasn't when 3 patients in the same week said to me after I changed their baby's diaper, "Oh, you did a really good job." And I said, "Why did you say that?" And they said, "Well, before you had kids, you would put the diaper on our baby and leave the room, and we would have to re-diaper them because you never did it tight enough. because you didn't know, you didn't have kids. They're telling their pediatrician this. It made me feel really good.
Wow.
And now obviously you have kids because you're doing it correctly. Nice. I got put in my place by
good. I'm glad that your patients are telling you off.
So very common, obviously, in babies. They get a lot of diaper rashes, right? So diaper rashes, there's two main types. The most common is due to the contact of the poop and pee, the wetness of the diaper with the skin. Yeah. The skin gets really red, and then we use diaper paste, diaper creams. The point of diaper creams is solely to create a barrier so the raw red skin can heal, and the poop and pee doesn't keep irritating it. So a couple that I really like, Desitin. You know Desitin?
Yeah. So I'd call you on these rashes, and you go, put a little
paste,
put a little Desitin on. Is there a difference between Desitin, a cortisone cream?
Yeah.
When do you use what?
The majority of diaper paste, the main ingredient is zinc oxide, right? It's the white thick cream that you know. That's a barrier. So that's your base cream. Again, barrier to prevent the skin from getting re-irritated and letting the skin underneath heal. When it gets really red, sometimes we add cortisone. That's an anti-inflammatory. We'll add that twice a day to really red raw areas because that will decrease the inflammation. Okay. But you wouldn't use it more than twice a day.
Sebastian, how many baby diapers do you think you've changed in your life? So you're, Jesus, I'm going to say, and listen, I'm going to brag here. I thought my baby changing skills when it comes to diaper was unprecedented. I actually look forward to doing it because there's something about getting my baby fresh, getting my baby nice. I'm going to say 1,800.
How does that number? That's like such a random number.
1,800. I don't know how the hell I came up with that.
Was there math going on? This number of day, all these things?
No, there's no math. I just figured 1,800 is a solid number when you think of 2 kids over the course of, and to be honest with you, and I've talked to you about this, Serafina's still in a pull-up.
I know, at
night. 6.
I know.
Going to the bathroom at night only. So I would have to say, I'm very versed at it. Here's something, though, and as we're looking here, and I don't know what order the next item is.
Right.
Is it this? Because this I thought was an amazing.
I think it's amazing.
Okay, now for you parents out there that use these creams and you put it on your hand and then you got to wipe it on the butt or whatever you have to do, put it in this thing. Bumco makes almost like a Desitin spatula where you could just smear it on, no problem, because as soon as you get this on your hands.
Yes, with a nice little carrying case.
What is that? It's just a smaller version?
Smaller version, but when it's in your bag, you're not getting the cream all over everything.
Yeah. This is why I like this, is because to get this off your hands, you got to go hot water. It's
What do you tell me? What type of? Look at the different creams. So if you feel this cream, look how thick it is, right? And then the Boudreaux's butt paste.
That's not going to.
It's probably going to need a. There it is. In the meantime, I have patients on here. Look at this.
Dr. Cohen, let me ask you. We love that you are. Was it
Talia's
pediatrician? You're the best. We love you. Your book
was our Bible.
The book and good breast. What is that? Good Brezza.
The Brezza formula machine is so practical.
Okay, there you go.
I love it.
They are.
So then we got.
He's bringing in towels.
So that's the difference. But they're very thick creams, and this makes this so nice because you can literally just scoop it up.
Yeah, it's like frosting.
Smear it on.
Yeah. So
I really like this. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some napkins for your hand, and that's what I like about Dr. Cohen. Not afraid to get dirty during an Amazon Live. I mean, come on.
Now, other than diaper creams, one of the other things that babies get dry skin a lot. And need moisturizer creams. And one of the most common moisturizer creams that we use that we really like, Aquaphor. You know about this?
Yeah, this is
open that up.
This is another product that I constantly called Dr. Cohen for, because again, as a parent, especially for me, I always think the kid's got a disease, right? If he's got dry skin, I'm like, that's it. What's this? And I would call him, put a little Aquaphor on it. Couple days, it will go away.
Yeah, what I love about Aquaphor, it's like double duty. It's a moisturizer cream, but it's thick like Vaseline, so it acts like a barrier. So babies commonly get those red, creases in their neck and their folds because the skin rubs and gets wet. This is great for that because it creates a barrier. So again, the skin doesn't rub, and it moisturizes the dryness and prevents the irritation. You also could use it as a diaper paste as well.
Yeah, I hate to interrupt you though. I just have to comment on a comment that just came in that I don't know. I think we might be onto something. You are both sexy dads. Hello.
Wait, where's that? Did you just write that
Was
yourself?
Is
that from Sebastian?
Was it the nipple butter? What was it? What?
The milking.
Was it the milking?
Was it the milking or the nipple butter?
Well, appreciate you saying that, and we'll continue to be sexy throughout this Amazon Live.
Did you have something like this?
This we didn't have.
No. So we didn't either. We did it in shoe boxes. So we took different shoe boxes, but then, we went to Michael's and they were prettier. We got the colors that fit the house. And it was great to have in every room. You put diapers in it. You put some cream. You put wipes. You put, the things that you need quickly.
Yeah.
It was just great. So my wife could sit down anywhere if she was feeding or we're changing a diaper. We had everything we needed right in the room.
This is something you don't think about as a new parent because you're going to need stuff and it's got to be readily accessible. And I love this invention just because it has everything you need. It could be in the living room.
Right.
It could be in the kitchen. It could be in the kid's room. And you can carry it. So if you're going to go outside to spend some time in the yard, you could bring
It's
one
like
of
the
these.
modern day toolbox for babies.
No, I
think it's a must have to set up in the rooms because it's so hard to think about what you need and you don't want to be searching for things that you just have it right there. It's great.
Yeah. Highly recommend the diaper caddy.
I had a diaper bag, and I went to the mall once, and when you have a baby, you find yourself killing time, right? You just, all right, so I gotta kill 2 hours. I could take a walk and then go to the mall, and then it's a nap, and then we're in the car, like you're figuring out an algorithm, so that the baby can go to sleep. So I figured we're gonna be there for a couple hours. I mean, how much stuff would I need? I don't need to carry a whole bag. So I brought stuff, and then I come home, and Aaron says to me, "Why are the back of your jeans wet?" And I said, "Well, I went to the mall, and I brought a couple diapers and some wipes." She goes, "Yeah? Why are your pants wet?" I said, "Well, I didn't need a ton of wipes, so I took a handful of wipes and put them in my back pocket with the diapers."
Yeah.
Figure I'm going to be there in an hour.
Total dad move.
That's a dad move.
Total dad move.
All right, now we're going to have a competition. So
See,
this is the most
You're
important
gonna
thing.
You're gonna kill me in this.
No, but what are these?
These are swaddles, I believe.
Swaddle blankets. Everybody needs. So did you get more socks or swaddle blankets as gifts?
I think we got more swaddles.
Yeah.
Listen, when they demonstrated this at the hospital for me, and I think you actually taught us this, right?
I have a 3-part method. Easy.
Okay. This is the hardest thing about parenting for me was to swaddle a baby because I was nervous that I was going to do it wrong and the kid was going to end up dying in my swaddle. So
Zoom in here.
Show us how to do this.
All right. So you take your swaddle blanket. It's a square. Okay. That's what I like to do. You drop one corner. So it's flat. Easy. Okay. Take the baby. Goes along the shoulder edge, just like that.
Okay.
All right. Drop one arm. Take all of this and fold it over like that.
Okay.
All right. Take the top part.
All right.
Put it in like that. Drop the other arm and fold it over. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you have the baby in the perfect swaddle.
Okay, but you don't need to tuck that in so the baby doesn't escape.
No, they're not going anywhere because we held it each step of the way. So this side was holding this arm down. That side was holding that arm down. Did you have a different method? What did you have?
I didn't have a method. You know what? It was Lana do that.
Lana do that.
Yeah.
Well, they make easier ways for the novice parent.
Yes.
For any parent.
Yes.
Let's do the easier way.
Could we have the easier swaddle blanket? The one that's looks like a.
These are just great though.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
So you got this one. This is I already made it for you. Here you go. Let's do this. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Here you go.
So the zipper's in the front.
Wow.
Yeah, it takes longer to figure out just how to lay it out.
Yeah, this one takes a while too. Okay, here's zipper.
There you go.
Okay,
All
here
right.
we go. Here we go.
And
Wow,
then-
bro, this is
there it is. So their arms go in
okay.
there.
So the arms go in here. Okay,
Right,
here we
exactly.
Go. Arms go in here.
Other arm in
Other
there.
arm in here.
Baby's very flexible.
Babe. Yeah, I might be a little aggressive with
And
baby
then-
right now.
You zip it up like a right down there. There you go.
There's no zipper down here.
All right, like a sleeping bag. Up right there.
Oh, here you go.
There you go.
Now try doing this with a baby.
A moving baby.
A moving baby, right? Okay.
Yeah, that should probably be Velcro.
Yeah. This one, I would almost rather learn. Oh wow.
Oh, see,
Okay,
that's
yeah.
great.
See,
And now put the wings on. Right, you got to do
wings.
that. Yeah.
Oh,
This is
wow.
the whole point. You're swaddling.
Okay,
right?
I thought it was done.
No,
I swear to
no.
God, I just.
So there it goes, there and there, and then you swaddle, right, like this. There you go. You're like papoosing them.
Yeah, no.
Like that.
This I would prefer the other one and learning how to do that.
But it is an easy way. If you don't want to deal with the origami folding,
Okay.
zip it up, sleeping bag,
Got
go.
it.
All right.
What else?
So
we got?
I think, like, the most important thing when you have a newborn, people always ask, like, clothes, what do we buy? You just need onesies. All the baby wears in the beginning are diapers and onesies. So buy yourself 1,000,000 onesies. So these are really nice. They're simple. You put the baby in it. They button on the bottom, right? There you go. What do you got?
No, these my kids lived in these
Yeah.
growing up, and they're easy to put on, and snap and they're out, right?
Yep. And then they make really cute ones. Like, look at this one. How cool is this? It's magnetic. Like, check that out. How easy is that? I mean, that's brilliant.
Yeah. No, this is nice. I mean, to have magnets, especially again, it's 3:00 in the morning. You're trying to get this off. You're trying to put it back
easy.
on. You want easy magnets. You can do this with your eyes closed.
Have you ever worn pajamas, like footy pajamas?
Yeah, I think we did for Christmas last year. Of course, now you got to dress up for Christmas in your pajamas. The whole family wears the same thing. I don't know when that started.
Yeah.
That wasn't a tradition growing up in my house, but yeah, I wore footy pajamas last year.
It's comfortable.
Yeah. Okay, now
Yeah.
we talked about this.
Yep.
Baby shusher.
All right, let's do
Right.
this.
So growing up, this used to be my mom. Now someone said, doing that is too much. It's too much energy. We got to put that.
I'm gonna hide this in your room somewhere, and you're gonna have to find it.
I wouldn't mind using this for Lana. Okay, listen.
Look, you can change the audio. Go for it.
Yeah, Lana's telling me, you know what, you should really, and then you just, and anytime an argument happening,
Yeah. Just do that.
this could be used for adults.
Wait 1 second. I like that, but ingenious, right? Just now, I have people come into the office with that going, like the highest volume, and we're trying to have a conversation,
Oh, jeez.
and you hear this in the background, the shushing. Baby's dead asleep, so probably could turn it off at that time.
This is a higher volume. Let's see. This sounds like a legit person shushing. Yes. What if you can record your own voice shushing? That's what you had said.
That's what I said.
You said
On
you
your
could do this
iPhone.
on an iPhone,
Right.
But who wants to do that? Does your iPhone hang
Right?
from a stroller? No, this thing hangs.
Does it
So
look like a bomb?
we love the baby shusher. Now this is a big item coming in. I don't even know if we can
All right,
get
who
this.
had these? This is what grandparents were for back in the day.
Yeah. Now grandparents don't even want to. The grandparent has changed nowadays.
Right.
growing up, our grandparents used to be heavily involved in either babysitting, feeding, what have you. Now, I don't know what's going on with your grandparents. My mom loves the grandkids, but at 7 o'clock,
she's out.
It's wine time.
I was gonna say martinis. So is she a good babysitter?
She's great. We call her Fun Grandma.
Okay.
She's extremely good with the kids. She loves to play games. But, I think she's got a time limit where she's like, you know what? It's time for a glass of red. Let me go out on the patio. You put them to bed. And, which brings us to our next contraption here.
I mean, every parent just needs something to put the baby down in that keeps them calm when they're awake.
Mm-hmm.
And this moves. They can look at the mirror on the top.
Oh, yeah, he just plugged it in if you want to show.
Let's do it.
Is there a demonstration
So,
here?
I mean, there's multiple. So you can do this. So you can go up and down.
Look at this.
All right, look at that. You getting sleepy. We can do this motion, which looks very similar to the other motion. You see that? See how it's like, shh. All right, we can go U. So we go up and down.
We had this. It worked for a while.
Right.
Because obviously the baby grows out of this thing. But we did have this. I think everybody... Oh. This might be a new feature, people.
It's got some music. Right.
It's got a little music feature that didn't have it when I had the babies. Hey, we just got a message. They look like creeps. Wow.
Wow.
It's always nice to have that. Well, maybe.
No, but they're making a good point. Somebody wrote, this is also like taking a baby for a car ride.
Yes, it is.
Because the motion is what makes babies calm them down. Like, what worked for your kids to calm them? What was your method, go-to method?
My go-to method was outside.
Okay.
If they were crying, you would go outside, the air would hit them, and for some reason they would know they were in a different environment, and they would calm down. So that was my go-to move. What do we got here? This is another...
another like baby chair.
Yeah, but this is not electronic. This is just something that you could just put the baby in. And what do you think about baby stuff like hanging over?
The baby stuff. Mobiles.
The mobiles.
Mobiles. Yeah. The babies like it. We tell them, when babies get closer to pulling the stand in the crib, we want to get mobiles out because unfortunately it could be a strangulation device. So it's really only for the first couple months, but they love looking at it. And these are great devices which almost have it to look at.
This thing was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot to do for the kid.
Yeah.
Lay them on their back. They play with this. Then they're over here. They're playing the piano.
With their feet.
With their feet.
With their feet. Exactly.
Yeah. And let me ask you this. And I don't even know if you know this question. I don't even know if I've ever asked you this question.
Yeah.
When can the baby recognize itself in the mirror?
That's a good question.
Wow, guys, Google, ask AI.
Wow, we should,
I think I just stumped the doctor.
Recognize themselves.
Yeah, like when they look at it and they go, oh, that's me.
Yeah.
No?
I don't know the exact age. Maybe around 18 months?
18 months, that's what his guess is. Doesn't sound very confident in that.
I have reasons.
So, we have any other questions?
But the baby mats are good because when you have the newborn, you're doing tummy time. Once the cord falls off, we say put the baby on their tummy. At least once a day, builds head and neck strength, helps so the head doesn't get flat, helps so one day they don't hate the experience when they start rolling around 4 months. And these mats are great because they can be on their tummy, they can be on their back looking at things, move in different positions. Yeah.
Beautiful. You should see what's going on behind the scenes.
Look at that. Here. Google says 6 to 18 months. Oh, look at that. I was right.
There you go.
Surprise, surprise. Uh-huh.
There is a full team here delivering us the equipment, the products. People are sweating in this room.
So this is a great device, but it still freaks me out a little bit.
This we've seen before. Yeah. I've done this. I actually did a bit on this about sucking snot out of the kid's nose with this baby Frida. Now, this thing is phenomenal.
Yeah. You like
All right?
it?
Well, I liked it because it gave relief to the baby.
Yeah.
I
Just
felt
don't
like,
forget the filter.
No, yeah, you can't forget the filter. And I gotta tell you, I made it for me almost like a game of how much I could get out in one shot, right? And
Break the record.
Oh my God! When you got a good mucus ball in there, I don't know. There's something about it. It was very rewarding for me.
Yeah, but we get asked a lot, babies sound congested. Are they sick? Is it allergies? But actually, there's normal newborn congestion because babies are basically obligate.
Wow, obligate. Google that.
Nose breathers. You and I breathe from our mouth and nose. Babies mainly breathe from their nose. And when you breathe through a small area, you hear it more. So you sound congested. Also, when you lay down, the airways collapse with gravity. After feeding, milk and mucus is in there. So they sound like Darth Vader. So we tell people if they're going to use the nose Frito or a bulb suction or saline drops, do it less than you want to, because the more you go into the nose, you cause more congestion.
Yeah.
My rule is if you see it and it's bothering them, go try to suck it out. Otherwise, if it's not, leave it alone.
Yeah, I agree. Someone wants a demo on this.
Oh, all right.
So if I just hold baby.
Oh, I think they want the demo on you.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing the demo. Basically, up the nose, and then you just suck. Acts as a human Kleenex. So just up to the baby's nose.
Yeah.
And this is why the guy thinks we're creeps.
So we also got to ask, should you use saline to loosen mucus? So that is a good way. You can squeeze some saline out and just let it run out. And that's a non-invasive way. Or you could actually do the saline and suck it out as well. So that is a good option.
Well, there you have it.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
All right. So doctor items. Parents always ask me, what do we need medicines? What medical things do we need when we bring the baby home? So there's a couple go-tos I have. So babies often get colic. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
Okay. So colic, we call it the rule of threes. It presents around 3 weeks of age. It can go up to 3 months. It lasts about 3 hours, usually early evening, and about 3 days a week, varying. We don't know exactly what causes colic. There have been lots of studies. Is it something with gas or the GI tract? Is it a form of allergy? We don't have one reason so we try a lot of different things. And a lot of these are homeopathic remedies, which aren't proven to help, but they can't hurt. So one that you'll hear a lot about is Mylicon, right? It's like Gas X for babies. You can give it multiple times a day, may help relieve their gas. Why not? If it works, great. If it doesn't, we're in the same place. All right. Everybody needs a thermometer at home.
So I got
what do you got?
A lot of different thermometers out there. I like the old school ones. This I would consider a updated old school one.
Okay.
We grew up with that glass thermometer.
Mercury.
And
Biohazard now.
Yeah, and you put it in, it slip out. Sometimes it gets sucked down your throat. It was literally the worst thermometer. However, I felt like it gave the most accurate temperature, right?
Yeah.
They got the guns, right?
Right.
And now they got this, and you're saying it goes under the armpit. Now,
no, not in the first 2 months.
Well, first 2 months is
rectal only.
Rectal only.
Right.
Okay.
So you want a rectal thermometer in the beginning because rectal is the most accurate. And the difference, fever is defined as 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit or higher. And in a baby under 2 months of age, if they're 100.4 or higher, they have fever, it's a big ordeal. You're often doing a lot of tests to make sure that they don't have something more serious than the cold going around the house. But if they're 100.3, it's often a wait and watch. So that 0.1 makes a big difference. You want it very accurate. After 2 months of age, you can do it just a regular underarm and just go with it.
Okay, I just looking at this with a humorous lens, right?
Yes.
I just feel the anus is just hot
You've just
already.
been waiting to use the word anus.
It's boiling.
Yeah.
So I feel like already you're going in there with a temperature. I don't know how the hell the armpit and the asshole.
The rectal thermometer, right? It is usually a little higher, but you want the most accurate temperature.
Yeah, but is that the most? I would feel like the rectal temperature would be 117 degrees. No, I mean,
there's so many things I want to say if we weren't on Amazon Live with you and your meat thermometer.
Sorry, can we swear on this thing? No,
probably not.
Sorry, the butthole.
No, the anus is not a bad word.
No, I said
a
hole. Right.
So
sorry.
Get yourself a rectal thermometer, at least for the first 2 months. After that, we're going to go to something simple, underarm.
What do we got here?
No, we got some more. So, vitamin D drops. Did you give these?
We probably did. I don't remember. It's amazing what you don't remember.
I know.
Right? It's
I
I probably did all this stuff, but like it's so long ago. So what is it for?
So vitamin D is recommended for all breastfed babies, solely breastfed or partially breastfed babies, because breast milk's not a good source of vitamin D. So you get 400 international units. There's a bunch of different brands. This is a nice one because you could literally put 1 drop on the breast if you wanted to, or just squirt it right in their mouth. Others, you do a whole little syringe, but they need vitamin D as long as they're solely breastfeeding and partially breastfeeding.
It's amazing what you remember.
Right. The other thing I really like is probiotics. I'm a big fan. You know probiotics?
Yeah, we did use that. Use that.
Probiotics, actually, we don't know what causes colic, like I said, but there have been studies linking that probiotics, specifically Lactobacillus reuteri, which is the bacteria in this, actually can decrease fussiness and colic. So I like it for babies who are gassy and fussy. There's a bunch of different brands. This is BioGaia, which I really like. It's 5 drops in the mouth daily. You can use it every day. You can use it as needed. It's safe. It's just a nice little extra if it helps.
There you have it.
Yeah. Did you have one of these?
No, we just
How'd
used
you do
the
it?
kitchen. You know, we had like something similar to this, but not exactly this product.
We had the rubber ducky.
Oh,
It's like a big rubber ducky.
Was like an inflatable?
Yeah, that's what it looked like, and they just sat in it, so they like this. But this is nice because they can lay in it, because babies don't have good head control in the beginning.
Yeah.
And you're sponge bathing them until the cord falls off, then you're putting them in the sink. So this just allows you to have your hands free.
Yeah, this is a nice little invention.
I like this one.
Oh,
that's cute. Everything in the kitchen sink by Frida Baby.
No, this is a Frida Baby.
Yeah.
Frida does a really nice job on their products. I'm really enjoying what they're putting out.
It's cute.
Actually, Frida,
and soft.
Frida. This is extremely soft. So
and it's great because you can fold it up. I feel like the baby's so small, but everything you buy for the baby takes up like rooms.
Yeah, I mean,
large.
Tell me about it. You travel with a baby. The baby's what 15 pounds, and you're bringing 250 pounds
100%.
worth of equipment on the plane.
What did you use for like baby soap and shampoo? What do you like? What was your go-to?
Again, who knows? Who remembers?
I mean, we used old school. I mean, I feel like I used this when I was a baby. The old Johnson & Johnsons. You can use it on their body. You can use it on their scalp. You know, no more tears. Remember that? No more tears.
Johnson & Johnson was a huge, huge product in my house growing up. Haven't seen it, although I do have the baby oil. I think all Italian men out there have Johnson & Johnson.
Like as an adult you have it?
Yeah.
For what?
Just moisturizer. Oh. What you do is, just a little side tip, not really anything to do with babies. You shower, you don't towel dry. Take a little baby oil and you put it all over your body. Keeps the moisture in. Italian tip number 1. What do we got here?
You must have had one of these.
You know what?
No?
I actually refused.
Really?
Yeah.
We're talking about the baby Bjorn, infant carrier.
I refused for so long.
Yeah.
And then I put it on.
Yeah.
And then I put the baby in, and I actually regretted not using it earlier because it was so convenient.
Hands-free.
Hands-free, however, I just felt, and I made a joke about it, I just felt having a baby hanging off your chest as a fully grown man, I'd rather go and just walk around with the baby and have it more difficult just because it looks cooler.
I mean, look at this, Sebastian. Put this thing on here. Put the baby in there.
And another thing, I didn't really know how to use it. You need another person for this. Really, I mean,
to read the instructions.
Yeah, just like I get something like this, and I start going, all right, like I don't read the directions on how to put it on.
I can tell
I'm just
that.
hoping Lana's there so she could help me. Like right now, what I
Right,
would
you just
do
want
with
to show me.
It was, I would just put it on like this. I would try to put my head through it. Right? Now it's on.
I can't imagine why you throw your back out.
Yeah, this is it's too tight, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah, but this is kind of the idea, and then you would have your baby.
Yeah.
Or is this a backpack?
No, it's not a backpack.
No?
So anyway, we get asked how to put the baby in it. They usually face toward you for the first 2 to 4 months. You want to make sure there's not a lot of material over their face and head. You're worried about your hair.
Head rush.
I knew it. And then after 4 months, often they can face forward because their head control's better. They can sit with some support.
What is this? Like a catcher in baseball? What's going to happen? Why is this? Why is the flap here?
It's like a cup.
Yeah, but not for who? The dad? What is this? I'm just asking people. Supposed to make it like humorous. It's all informational. All right, what is this?
We're on the last item. We just rocked 40
How long have we been
items.
doing this thing for?
5 minutes, 7 minutes.
An hour? I thought we got a half an hour to do this.
Did we?
Wow. Okay.
All right. Well, we got Think Baby sunscreen. So they used to say no sunscreen. Why are you making that face?
No, I'm looking at the thing, and then I'm also looking at the eyeballs we got. We've actually increased the viewership here by 10 people over the last 5 minutes. Word is getting out, people, that we're on. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, sunscreen, we recommend SPF 50, mainly zinc oxide, not a lot of the other extras. And they used to say no sunscreen before 6 months of age. That's not true. The first couple months, they really avoid direct, sun because you don't want to get a baby sunburn. After that, if they are going to be sun exposed, you can wear sunscreen, but it's always best hat, t-shirt, shade.
What do you recommend for babies that are swimming in a pool?
Mm-hmm.
Do you recommend like a full body suit as far as to protect from the sun?
You can, but if they're just in a bathing suit and it's not in the shade, they can wear sunscreen. Okay. And a big hat. And they make so many of those floaties with the umbrellas on top.
Yeah, the roof.
So now if you were having a baby, really, you don't have to do anything. You got 40 items, send to your house, and you're done.
Yeah, I don't know if Amazon has thought of this, and I might give an unbelievable idea to Amazon, and they could take it and run with it. But how nice would it be, Amazon, if you put this in a large box, right?
We've talked about this.
And just said this is
the Daddy versus Doctor
registry
at
box. Home startup kit.
100%.
For your baby. Let's get that going. We got 197 people. Now 205. The audience is there, people. The numbers don't lie. Okay? 197.
We'll tell you how to use it.
This is, come on. Can a baby get sunburn in water?
Yes. Sure. And actually, the sunlight reflects off water, so it's even more important to have sunscreen on.
As an adult, I didn't think you could get tan underwater.
Underwater, no. It's usually the parts above. It's getting reflected under. It's less likely under. But like bobbing up and down the water, you definitely can get sunscreen.
Okay, I'm not talking about that. Let's say I submerge myself underwater in a scuba outfit, right? But my face,
you're not going to get
the sun. Yeah. Can I get tan through the water?
Oh my God! Now
I'm just asking. That's another question. Bro, what's happening, and which one is the doctor?
See? Wow.
Is this the same creep?
Smarter.
Is this the creep guy? It's the beauty of Dr. Cohen. He doesn't present as a doctor.
May or may not be a good thing.
He looks like a guy you could be hanging out with at a nightclub, a bar, what have you. He doesn't have like that.
With the shusher.
Yeah.
Late night.
Oh, we're getting a wrap up. The Amazon is saying, you know what, this has gone way too far. Listen, guys, we gotta appreciate everybody tuning in to our first Amazon Live. We ripped through 40 different products. Those products are listed on the page here. If you're interested in getting any of it, click, buy it. We get a half a penny. I think that's the deal. Half a penny an item. It's not like we're doing this for the cash. We're doing this solely to inform new parents Take from our mistakes, take from our expertise, apply it to your own parenting style, and tune into Daddy versus Doctor, where we cover a bunch of different topics every week. We got another question. Love the show. Is my baby the cutest? Who the hell is that?
Who's the baby? What's the baby?
Where's the baby? Do we have a baby? No, we're getting another rap.
Go see Sebastian's movie.
Go see About My Father, playing now in theaters everywhere. Again, I think the amount of people that saw the movie is the amount of people that tuned into this Amazon Live. Thank you. We will see you soon.
Bye.
The opinions expressed in this program are not intended as professional medical advice, as a diagnosis, as a treatment protocol, or as a substitute for professional medical advice from your physician. Please consider your own medical history and consult with your own physician for your specific healthcare and/or medical needs and about your concerns for yourself and your family.